between 10 and 12. So there's a 2-hour window. I'm here for any agent that needs help. And when I first started doing it, maybe I'd have nobody come in, maybe I'd have one, maybe I'd have 7. Well, when you had more than one, you realize somebody's waiting, especially when 4, 5, or 6. So that I got Calendly is a free program, yeah, at least how I'm using it, one session. I'd like people to schedule it so everybody can get the help. And I don't care if we want to talk marketing ideas for 5 minutes. You need to review a contract and how to do dot loop. If you know you're going to be needy, schedule 2 times back to back. And then our other manager, now she's a broker, Michelle, has similar offers on Monday. So there's support that we have here for agents and myself. I like giving it because when I was new, I'm not quite sure I knew where to go. Maybe the brokerage I was with had it, but I like people to know where to go. I'm like, that's what I'm here for.
What are you learning about the most common pitfalls that you encounter with agents that want training?
Don't come to me one-on-one for all the training. Plug in, and this is probably true at every brokerage, but especially here, all the info that we have, take advantage of it. It's hard to train you one-on-one with everything you need to know because you got to do little snippets. And we have these Wednesday training sessions from 6 to 8, maybe they're shorter, 6 to 7:30. There's other continuing ed classes. I know schedules don't always line up. Sometimes they do.
Oh, yeah.
Plug in everything you can.
Yeah.
If your schedule lines up, do it all.
And a lot of it is made available online.
If you can't do it, there is a version of it online. Either that program was Zoomed or we have a pre-recorded info session of that topic. All right, so saying you've plugged into so many things there, once you come, the biggest thing I see is understanding what the contract is. Even if you go through our boot camp of contract training, everybody's on the same page when we all follow the contract. That's the biggest thing that I think new agents learn.
What in this business really enlivens you and makes you excited?
Really helping others. That's not why I got in the business. I got in the business from my 17 years of retail. Family was young and growing. My feet hurt. I worked more hours. I kept getting promotion. Then you realize the promotion was more responsibility with not a lot more money. And eventually it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I got into thinking, hey, I wanted time for family and still wanted enough to pay the bills. And I've had good years and bad years, especially starting. I think I thought, what the heck did I do for the first 6 months? But really helping others. And when I say helping others, contributing to, of course, the clients, homeowners, buyers, sellers. But this collaborative piece we're doing here, the agents that we talked to on a Friday, heck, if you don't need a half-hour meeting, you're like, Bob, I got a quick question. Can we talk or can we text you? I love helping. I mean, there's boundaries of times a day or places I'm not going to answer and reply. But if I can't resist it because I like contributing to making all of us, at least locally at Red One, agents I know, better, or having somebody to collaborate with or reach out to or bounce this idea.
Yeah. So you went to these networking events. What about it felt kind of like, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to go.
I'm
not social in those events. It's brand new.
Yeah.
If we're talking in the office about cars, food, animals, real estate, or I'm going to say Apple products. If you want to talk Android, we're going to have another talk about. But sorry, if we talk about those things, I'm good. But I get to somewhere else and does everybody else know more than me here? I don't want to. Who do I talk to? What do I say? And I got to be really interested in what they're doing if I don't care. I mean, so. But the first one of those events that I did, they said, hey, starting now, the next event I'm going to, it was late August, so just a month ago, last year, maybe 2 years ago now. I lost track. But it was a hot August day, and it was downtown, and it started at 5 o'clock. There's traffic, so it's near the arena district. I couldn't find parking, and I'm hotter in the car. I'm like, okay, I'm going around the block one more time. This is after 3 or 4 tries around the block. And then if I can't find it, I'm going. So I went around the block one more time. I still didn't find a place. So I walked further. I'm still going. But that one was probably the best one that kicked me off to realizing I need to make myself go to any networking event. That's where I found my favorite contractor.
In terms of goal setting, is your belief foot at a time goals or one big fat hairy goal, which that is a common acronym? What is your philosophy?
I got to make little steps along the way. And when you make enough little steps, you have one big goal. So you may not know it, but everybody's taking little steps to get to the one piece.
Yeah. Do you think agents set goals?
No. They might, but I don't know if they know what they're doing to send it. Next year, I want to make 50 grand or 100 grand or 200, whatever it is. And their goal is their goal. Maybe they're have another day job. Maybe they just want to sell 3 houses. That's fine if that's what they want to do. But then they got to figure out how are they going to get there. There's nobody reviewing their goal with them like they would in a company environment, which is good and bad. It's good because if you have a bad week or a bad month, you're not getting fired just because you missed the goal. All right, let's get back in gear. Let's do it. You also don't have anybody telling you that. Let's get back in gear and do it. And I think they're setting the goals at the wrong time. Right now, through October, every agent should be setting goals for next year.
What do you think the most successful agents have in common?
They treat real estate like a job. We're all independent contractors. Nobody here works for Red Zone. Nobody in real estate works for another brand. You work for yourself. And whatever that is, you do it. If you have a morning routine with family and younger kids, getting them out to school, and by the time they're done, now you can take care of yourself and you can't start on work till 10:30, it's fine. Great, you know your day starts at 10:30. If you have a schedule where you can do anything a little, to me, there's nothing in real estate that has to happen before 9 a.m. There's nothing. Maybe you have your personal routines you got to get up. Maybe you meditate, you have coffee on the swing, you get up and work out, great. But as far as business work, I don't think there's anything you got to do before 9 a.m. Of course, if you're on a team, maybe you have a group call at 8:30. But you got to know what works your schedule. Don't think that just because you see somebody get up at 6 a.m. every day and do their calls or affirmations that you have to. What's successful for one is not successful for somebody else. Just because I had really bad experience with Zillow leads doesn't mean they're bad. I did better with Realtor.com leads. You might never close to Realtor.com leads. It's just what works for you.
In terms of work ethic and mind state, do you see any commonalities with higher successful agents?
Yeah, it's a mindset where you should be yourself, but you shouldn't have things in the way, limiting beliefs. I have to take care of this, whether it's family or car issues. A lot of times those come excuses with agents, like find out a way to make it work. Nobody's making you come to the office every day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You need a support system that helps you work. And sometimes that support system is people. Other times it is, can we get your car working? Because you got to have your car for appointments.
How do you navigate limiting beliefs that you may encounter?
I am going to do this. I will do this. Not what if I could. It'd be nice to. I am going to do this, and I will do this. I don't know where this is going to be seen, so I'm going to tell a quick short story.
Yeah, stories are good.
There's 228 people a year that are a member of this group, Ohio State University Marching Band. I've heard of them. So my son, when he was a junior in high school, he realized he wanted to go to Ohio State to be in that band. He doesn't know what he wanted to study. I'm still not sure. He's in third year now. I'm still not sure he knows what he wants to study. That's not the point. So he wanted to do it so bad. If I make it, what if I don't? I quickly changed it in our conversations directly with him. I said, it's when you make it. And that was so contagious with our small group. Our neighbor, I even caught them correcting themselves. And then before he tried out, so if he makes it, she said, oh no, I'm sorry. When he makes it, it is when it's going to happen, not if or maybe not. And I try to talk that way with everybody in my family, and it might seem too aggressive, but when you do this, not if. I'm proud to say I'm not a heavy book reader. Yeah. For a while, I thought maybe there's something wrong. I mean, I have
something wrong with it.
Yeah, college degree.
Bob,
and everything.
There is something wrong with it.
I think my entire school time, from elementary through graduating college, I may have read less than 9 books. Text different, but actual books, even literature classes. But I've completed it. I've got the work done. Lately, I'm so thankful that we have video, social media, YouTube. There's some veteran agents that coach things. Tom Ferry comes to mind. I watch a lot of his stuff, and others similar to. And most of the time, those things speak to me. And I used to think and laugh like they're corny. Once you get that out of the way, what they say makes sense for really anybody that wants to be the best at what they're doing. Yeah. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have an off day or a sick day or, man, you're stressed out, you got to just chill and go have a drink, with some friends. Do that, but then come back and be your business. Don't let one little hiccup ruin the next 6 months.
What do you do for your clients? Closings, holidays, how do you acknowledge your clients?
So closing, everybody gets a closing gift, and it's not a closing gift I take. I have a gifting company service I found.
Yeah.
We're marketed everything.
Which one?
Eva. Eva Bot. I don't know if you use that. I love it. It'll, I say, hey, you're going to get a text from Eva. She's automated, but she's going to ask you some questions, figure out what you like. We're going to send just a fun little creative gift. And people love it. It comes in the mail, a little card. And based on the questions you asked, it could be a bottle of bourbon and a Bluetooth speaker, or it could be nuts and cookies and potpourri, whatever it is. And then once in a while, you make a relationship. Everybody in real estate, that's a client, it's just like a graduation. You mean to stay in touch afterwards, but you don't. But you know enough about it. You're like, you know what? I'm going to send you something else. So for one client, it was her grandson was part of needed some Make-A-Wish things for some health issues when they were younger. So instead of just sending a closing gift to her, I gave her a card with a donation to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. You ever want to make somebody cry closing and stand up and hug you? I didn't know how powerful that was just to customize the gift when you do enough like them. And then all my clients get a Christmas card with a $1 scratch-off lottery ticket.
I love that. How do you navigate a buyer that wants to see every home?
I'm probably not going to show you every home. The average, there was a time this number meant something. The average buyer looks at 11 homes. Now I think it's a lot less. And this was still internet friendly at that time, but now it's so much more so. People are now used to doing everything online, almost every age group. There was a time only certain age groups got online. Now everybody has an iPhone or Android, and that's where they're looking at the homes. They're not on their computer anymore. Maybe they are. We're showing less and less in person. If somebody wants to look at every home, like this would be a lot easier on everybody if we narrowed it down to one part of the city.
Where do agents go if they want to look up some scripts?
If you're with our brokerage, come to every single one of our trainings on Wednesday. We are going to help you with plenty of them.
Yep.
There should be a resource either at your brokerage or look up something online. There's a lot of free, not so much coaching, but free resources that any real estate coaching program has. They want to reel you in with something really good.
Yeah.
And you may be able to find some starter things there. I really like helping other agents. I get more out of it. It makes me a better agent. So whenever agents need some help, I want to be available. Like I said, I don't have the time, and nor do you want to put that time with me to train you from start to finish. Yeah. There are so many resources on your own. You should be fine. But when you're not, reach out to myself or our other manager, Michelle. And any of us, even our brokers, will probably answer a quick phone call. You want to meet one-on-one? Schedule it with me. Happy to help. You want to meet one-on-one every week for 3 months? I'll schedule with me. Happy to help.
Bob Petty, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy to help.
Bob Petty. He is part of the team here at Red One that provides support to all our agents. I'd encourage you to take advantage of the free resources. And if you hit a snag or you can't get a question answered, give a holler to Bob. You can find his info anywhere within many of the emails you receive from management. All right, I'm Marc Elias, Red One Realty. Hope to see you again soon.